You never know. Philippines certainly have given us cause to think they might be able to crash the final party. New Zealand have come up with some interesting results. They finished first in their group. That was a tough group. Australia pretty much brushed aside everybody in their path. Perhaps not as impressive as you would have expected yesterday, but nevertheless still unbeaten. And you've always got the host nation, Lebanon. You never know what that home crowd could do for your chances. Well, we are going to have the playing of the national anthems for both teams, so we're going to have a pause in the commentary. We'll be right back.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Iran. The referee for the game.
Iran break away from the end of their national anthem before it's finished, but they head straight over now to embrace with their friends from Jordan, opponents today. Nick, why don't we break with tradition? I'll let you talk about the referees today.
Mr. Bathurst Katiose and Mr. Becker from New Zealand, Japan, and Australia. So 2 from Oceania and 1 from Asia to put together this these 2 teams who geographically are not separated by much, are they? There's the Jordan lineup there. Where we're going to start. Let's start with 23 down the bottom. Musa Alawadi is their leading scorer and will be much needed. In terms of height for Jordan, they've really struggled to find any consistency amongst their bigs to put the ball in the hoop, and none more so than Mohammed Hussein, who had a fairly indifferent game in his 6-point performance against India. So they'll be looking for something going. Abazanwe is the other big man inside. So you got 12 and 13 there, the bigs. Alawadi at 23, he'll play guard along with Al-Hamashe and Mad Abdeen, who plays mostly the PG position. As for Iran, well, they're stacked with many good players down the bottom there. Hamid Haddadi. Jeff, who do you think leads this tournament in assists? Yes, you're right. Hamid Haddadi.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yep, almost 9 assists per game.
And yet it was that assist that he was missing that prevented him from getting the triple-double.
Yep.
Last game.
He's number 5 in rebounding. He's obviously not that high in scoring. He's only about 11, 12 points a game, I think. He will start. He will be a big factor as this team goes further through. Kashemi Jamshidi Jafarabadi, whose name just rolls off the tongue in terms of commentating genius, I guess, or colloquial talk. Anyway, they're a good team, this Iran. They're going to take some tough beating. I've seen them, you've seen them many times, Jeff, over the years at Olympics. I've seen them at and World Championships. You've seen them. I've seen them at Asian Championships 4 years ago when they were champions.
And that man there was playing when you watched.
Yes, he was. And then 2 years later, almost pulled off the upset of upsets, didn't he? No, was that 6 years ago, was it? In the Wuhan.
Yeah,
2011?
2011.
It was Changsha Hunan 2 years ago when the Philippines made the final. Back-to-back finals for them. They'll be looking to make it 3 in a row. And I tell you what, you would not put it past them to actually win this thing. Who knows? You know, the only question you got to ask yourself, Jeff, can they pose problems for Iran? Well, the answer is definitely yes. Iran do not like to play a paced game because their superstar Hamed Haddadi is paces himself quite well through a game, and he'll play major minutes as you get nearer the end of this tournament. They're a different team without him. You see head coach of
We saw that,
Iran,
yeah, in the last game.
Miran Hatami.
They just, I mean, they haven't been challenged yet. So we don't really know how good they are.
No.
I mean, they just basically ended any doubt about the result in about the first 5 minutes against India. And then they came out in the last game against Syria and just turned on the style.
Jeff, potentially they could have the most difficult route into the final because they will possibly play the Lebanon in the quarterfinal. That will then match them up with a team like the Philippines in the semi-final.
But if you're saying that Australia are the favorites, other than Iran, then maybe not.
Australia will have China in the quarterfinals. The way China played today,
yes, it's true.
it wasn't inspiring. And New Zealand will possibly have a good look at making the semi-finals too.
A lot of fascinating, you know, the Oceania element now in Asia is just
mouth-watering.
Yeah, it's just made this a great tournament. It really has, and also seeing the improvement from the likes of Iraq and also Syria. Although Iraq really did kind of lose the plot over the last few minutes today against China. I mean, they had them, and they let them off the hook.
Jeff, I'll ask you a question now. Would you mind if you started the play-by-play for this game?
Why? Did I indicate that I wasn't? Okay. Thanks for that.
I'm just trying to.
Mick.
It's the 23rd game, Jeff. Just trying to keep me going. Every day's the same, Jeff.
That's funny. One of the New Zealand players tweeted the other day, I don't know what day it is. He's been on the road.
The great thing about it is that we're just watching basketball from noon till dusk.
Not just watching FIBA Asia Cup.
Yeah.
Well, hello, everybody. If you're just tuning in, it's the FIBA Asia Cup 2017 in Beirut, Lebanon. It's day 6 of this competition. We've had 4 games a day. This is the very last, penultimate rather, the very last day of the group phase, and this is the penultimate game. And it's Iran taking on Jordan. And Iran missed the first one. Haven't seen that very much from Mashieki.
No, and another assist gone begging for Hamid. That'll be one he's chalked up for later on.
Yep, he's possibly already put that in his mind that he's got it. So that might be where the confusion was for him the other night.
He's counting the ones that don't score, you reckon?
Yeah, maybe he turned around, thought that it had already been scored. Here's Haddadi. And Abdeen with the rebound. They have really had some very disappointing spells of play, Jordan. I mean, they really had to grind against Italy. Excuse me, against India the other day.
They play it again, are they?
Here's Alawadi. And Haddadi gets, he's just a statistical giant. He just collects stats.
He's an accumulator
when he breathes.
He's an accumulator.
Yes. Here's Yekchali, who just could not miss the other day, and he picked right up where he left off.
Wow. It's we haven't got, he's another J City, isn't he? Jump shots all over the place.
Abdeen answers for 3, so maybe all of those misses from Jordan, they were just saving up for today.
You know, Abdeen hit 3 threes in the game against India, so he's
bounce
nice
pass, beautiful backdoor cut.
What a finish.
And Kazemi, look at this. Just a little bit of 1 pass, 2 pass. That's another assist. Thank you very much, says Hamed. And Kazemi just powers his way up and throws it down. Abdeen says, "This is my game. I'm going to take over until somebody gets a hand in my face."
Well, I'll tell you what, he's come out like a house on fire, hasn't he, Abdeen? Double figures in both games. He's well on the way to getting that before the end of the first quarter right now.
Here's Jamshidi Jafarabadi. Passes out. And again, another miss for the diminutive point guard, Mashieki.
Be a good game for Jordan to put a good performance in here, Jeff, because although they've won 2 games, they've been less than inspiring.
Well, you want to peak at the right time, don't you? You don't want to peak
indeed.
early. So maybe that's what we've been watching from Jordan.
They might be a good outside bet for the quarterfinals, you know.
Well, the miss. Mashieki drives in. A little bit out of control, Mashieki.
Went in deep, didn't he? Not sure he needed to. Now they give Hussein that jump shot all day long.
Well, Hussein this time drives in. Haven't seen a lot of that. And now quickly it's Jamshidi Jafarabadi.
Beautiful pass from Kashemi. Just a little touch pass. You're going to see it right now. In your hands, out of your hands. Abdeen can't find anywhere. Abazanwe, I think, has got that foul. And our lyrically most potent player on the floor, Jamshidi Jafarabadi. It's an and one chance, Jeff.
You know, one thing I noticed down before the game.
Oh, he's got the rebound too, Jeff.
I was down there with Jamshidi Jafarabadi, and he's bigger than you think he is.
How big do you think he is?
No, it just doesn't look that big from where we're sitting. He's listed.
Could be about 6'7", isn't he?
6'6",
Yeah.
1.98 meters. He looks smaller
Oh,
to
that's
me.
beautiful.
And nice play by Benem Yakshali. He's got 5 points already.
He's 6'5", so I mean, they're going to put some big people up at the forward position. I mean, if you're going to compete at this level, you've got to have some height.
Alawadi misses again.
Big man's going to come out with this one. I think Abazanwe's got his second foul here, Jeff. Number 12 for Jordan. That's not a great. Let's have a look here. Keeps it alive, Hamid. And all of a sudden, there, foul from Abazanwe. He'll sit down.
Hamid, oh, another assist for Hamid.
Yep.
He's just collecting them like they're going out of style. Kazemi, meanwhile, 4 points. See how he kind of like fought off Zagab and got great position.
It's like a river, he meanders through a game, but just grows from strength to strength.
Who's that?
Haddadi.
Oh, okay.
Just,
Nice move from Hussein.
I mean, he does nothing more inspiringly quick about anything he does, is there? But he's just, look at this.
Look at this again. Nice pass. And also a foul, and Kazemi will go to the line.
Haddadi just wanders back. Give him a towel to wipe down. Look at this pass here. Just a little flick of the wrist. And his feet was taken out from Kazemi. And he jumped in the air, wasn't it? Fresh in the game is 41 Jeff Zagab. He picks up that foul.
You really, it's very interesting to see how the other Iranian players, especially the young ones, look up to Haddadi. It really is. I mean,
Yeah.
I won't say they worship him, but they really look up to him.
I'm sure they do, Jeff.
I mean, they look like they feel like they are in the presence of greatness, and they are really. I mean, he's been there for all the good times.
Is it his
He's
fourth,
played the NBA, you know.
fourth or fifth Asian game? Do we work that out before? He played in
2007.
Oh, he's seven
9,
first. No, 7.
11,
That's right. Yeah.
13, 15,
Sixth.
17.
Sixth Asian championships. And And I'm not surprised they don't worship him, because they should, because the whole federation should. Because, you know, how many players at his level do not come back and play for their country?
Well, we didn't know if he was coming this time, did we?
Oh, this is he left it in the last minute, did he?
Well, no, it's, yeah, I mean, I understood he might not be coming. But yeah, you go back to 2007, and as we look at the numbers here, just let me tell you about some other numbers for a guy that goes by the name of Hamed Haddadi. Okay, first FIBA Asia Championship, or FIBA Asia Cup as it's now called, back in 2007.
Tokushima, yeah.
13.4 points per game, 9.6 rebounds. Then he played at the Olympics, 16.6 points, 11.2 rebounds. That was in Beijing. Then he played again at the FIBA Asia Cup. 15.8 points, 13.1 rebounds. I mean, it's like double-doubles all the way, except when you get to Changsha Hunan a couple of years ago when Dirk Baumann was coach, and those numbers dropped off. I mean, they were 11.5 points, 7.8 rebounds, and I don't know.
Coach Baumann scared a few points at him, did he?
I don't know.
Jeff, you go back to 07.
Maybe age, but then again, he's doing it here,
yeah.
so.
In 07, Jeff, he made a shot from the halfway line. You could go back and see it on YouTube and find it. It is phenomenal.
What game was it?
In the final against Lebanon.
Oh, right.
In 07, he made a shot just before the halftime at the halfway line.
I'll look for it. Alawadi. And Mr. Statistical Accumulator gets a rebound. Haddadi. And now Haddadi gets another rebound and tries to dunk it and misses it.
That was going down too, wasn't it? Just pointing in the air because he knows his the guy he's supposed to be guarding is further down the floor and he needs to get back to.
Abdeen got himself into a good position, threw it up quickly.
Jordan's ball on the end line. Abdeen to inbound. He had a great start, Mardad Abdeen.
Alawadi gets in. And talking about good starts, I mean, Hussein was really fighting against India. Couldn't throw the ball in the ocean. And it seems as if he's kind of, you know, he's either listened to our commentary or the replay, because we were harping on it.
Risen to the challenge there, didn't he?
Or Sam Douglas said, listen, if the jumper's not falling, go inside. Get closer to the basket.
Yeah.
And then I get some rebound. Abdeen, quick outlet pass. Al-Harmashe drives in and does a great job against Jamshidi Jafarabadi.
I think a big part of Iran's game is around their three-point game. Yeah, 11 threes against Syria. 8 of 24 against India. But I think once those shooters become potent for Iran in terms of Jamshidi Jafarabadi, Yakshali and Mashayeki, they become a different team. Don't get a 1-point game. Jordan hanging right in there.
Oh, quick turn. Oh, the left hand, the first 2 points.
That's poetry, Jeff. That is absolutely the coordination of this. Sees the defense coming, comes to the middle, and both defenders went. Just, you can't, he's got so much work he's put in.
Alawadi. Kazemi, was that a behind-the-back pass from Kazemi? It's kind of out of character, isn't it?
Didn't need to do it, and I can guarantee you probably won't do it again. It was a 2 just thrown away, wasn't it?
They could, Jordan, remember, they don't have Zed Abbas this summer. That's a glaring absentee. Abdeen.
Just overcooked that one, didn't he, with the presence of Haddadi. There's a foul there. It's going to go against new boy in the blocks, Sami Bazai. Number 5 for Jordan. You see penetration from Yakshali.
You know a player that's been there through the years for Jordan is Musa Alawadi.
Okay.
He's kind of a connection to their very successful past.
Yeah.
Well, successful past, not very successful.
He's a good player. I've said it all along. He's smooth. He glides across the floor.
And Hussein reaches in and he says, "I got all ball."
It's a nice pass here from Yakshali. Lobbed it up. Here's the penetration. Defense comes and the big man catches.
Alawadi even played as far back as 2007 FIBA Asia Championship.
He was at that team, was he?
Yeah.
Ahmed. This is his first free throw. He's 2 of 5 in the almost triple-double game against Syria. Just 1 assist short.
But this is the type of thing that'll drive a coach crazy.
Well, it's the second offensive rebounder I think Iran have come out with from a free throw. And Hussein's got.
Now Hussein has to burn a foul.
That's his second foul, Jeff, in the space of. Well, he fouled Haddadi to put him on the line last time. He's fouled him now to put him on the line. That's a huge frame to have to deal with, and Hussein not quite in a good defensive position. I wonder if Hussein might come out here, Jeff. No, he's not. It's Al Hamashay coming out. Ahmad Obeid in.
Al Harmashay's in. Number 7.
Oh, they have taken Hussein out now. Yep.
Yeah.
So Al Hamashay started going to the bench.
I think somebody said, "You're out," and he must have thought it was him. They were pointing to him, so he walked over and then said, "No, not you."
He won with 2 fouls.
But they're considerably smaller.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, this will be feed the bear time in a minute.
Well, if he posts up. Aid, he's had his struggles. And Bazai, air ball. Couldn't quite get in position to launch a good shot.
Well read from Sahakian, wasn't it, to catch, get it outletted.
And inside to Kazemi.
Men against boys, Jeff.
It is.
Men against boys. That man can read a pass. Look at this. Straight high-low play. Because you don't put pressure on Haddadi, he gets the opportunity to just see any pass he can make, really.
He might get his 10 assists by the first half tonight.
Yeah. Well, he'll be counting. He's got 4 and then 1 that went away.
Aid is, again, they just need another player to step up.
Jeff, he's got 5 rebounds, Haddadi, so far. He's got 5 rebounds, 4 assists.
Couple of points.
3, yeah.
3 points.
Yeah.
He'll get it. I think he'll get the triple tonight.
Yes.
What do you think?
You know, after we've had
especially after we raised the question, did you know you were 1 assist away?
And he said, yes, I did. No.
He laughed.
But one thing we did mention, maybe this is the first triple-double at this position in the Asian Championships. Maybe the 5 position. You wouldn't put him anywhere else on the floor, would you? 5's the only place.
I don't know, the way he plays, he could bring it up the floor.
You put the legend. Was he ever mentioned in the All-Star 5s of the Asian Championships, just by any players?
Yes, by
What?
I think all of them.
Okay, good. I mean, that's,
He gets the respect.
he gets the full respect, the full Monty respect.
A beautiful pass this time from Aid, but then Zagab ends up taking a difficult shot. Bazai open. Bazai's had an almighty struggle.
Jeff,
shooting
it
the
was an
basketball.
easy shot for Zagal, but because Haddadi was there, the easy shot was taken away, and then zone now. This is like food and drink for the big man. Here we go.
Sahakian.
Foul there from Aslani.
Bazai, remember in that first game against Syria, 1 of 8 from three-point range, 1 of 11 overall. He's come into this game having made 1 shot from the floor from 14 attempts.
Yeah, you know, and talking to Coach Douglas, he says he's a shooter. He's a shooter.
Yeah, but is he a good shooter?
Yeah, and you know, you've got to prove it, haven't you? If you're going to be a shooter against no defense, in practice, you've got to be ready to do it against defense under pressure. And you talked about Jeff Sinan Aid having his moments. That would be one of his
Yeah, that's not good.
poorer ones.
Yeah. Haddadi tried to bank one in there. So at the end of one, Iran, they haven't blown it wide open yet, but at this pace, they'll win by 28. They are up 19-12 on Jordan at the end of one.
Jeff, we should see some stats flying our way. There they are. Iran 43%, Jordan 2 of 12 inside, 2 of 5 outside, and 2 of 2 from the line. So they're all the twos, Jordan, for their 12 points. Iran, as you'd expect, they loaded up inside. But when their three-point threat gets really going, there's a nice balance between twos and threes for Iran. 16 twos and only 2 threes. Kazemi had that US college experience. Jamshidi's first 2 points of the game there was an and one, the pass from Kazemi.
In fact, that's his only 2 points of the game. So he's had fast starts before, but so far tonight, just a couple. The man that's been collecting 1 point after another has been Kazemi. He's got a game high 9.
Well, Jamshidi comes in with 18 and 16, 17 average for his 2 games so far. 9 assists. I didn't realize that Jamshidi game 2, Jeff, against Syria. He's another pass master. You okay then?
Yep, just taking a deep breath.
Yeah, come on now.
Okay, so Abdeen back in the game, and Jordan, maybe they can get back level here. This is where Iran sometimes lower the boom. Bazai, his baseline, and Marshall. That was
Abu Hawass in the corner there, Jeff.
Oh, Abu Was. Okay.
Shahakian, Ocean Shahakian, what a legend he's been over the years. I think he played in 2011, Jeff. I'm sorry to search you around the website here. It was 2007, but held his hand up straight away sportingly. Knew full well he'd fouled Abu Hawass. And he's great conversation too, isn't he? He's around the hotel. He's always quick to say hello to you. Ignores me. As they all do.
Second one is good. Because Mick tries to stop at everybody at breakfast and have a conversation.
They ignore me.
So Kazemi
mid cornflakes it is usually.
Aslani. Here he is. Turns. Oops. Not looking good on that one, Hamed. Now, Bazai. Abdeen has had the hot hand, but that time it rims out.
Jeff, under previous coaches, Hamid Haddadi has been in and out of games, and people have questioned his attitude in games. Maybe it's too lackadaisical. Oh, nice play.
Oh.
But with an Iranian coach here in Hatami, there's an element that he tolerates a lot, but that helps the team in some ways. Are you nodding your head or shaking it? No, you are.
No, yeah.
No, it's
Hatim tolerates a lot.
yeah, exactly. But it helps the team. It helps the team chemistry. It doesn't help because under Baumann, under Sani Bacerovic in 2013, Bacerovic is like
Harder
mystery.
taskmasters.
It's exactly right. So if you don't run back on D, well, come and sit down. You must need a break.
It's always a case of you got to have the right balance. Yep, as the coach. And I guess different teams need to be coached different ways. Bazai misses another one. Zagab. Oh, beautiful drive. But Abu Hawass missed everything, and now.
Well, Aslani's gone to the referee to say, watch out for the elbows. The ball didn't hit anything, did it? Didn't hit any part of the rim, therefore the shot clock's gone off. You can see Abu Hawass goes in, wraps it around, but it goes right over the top.
Didn't see who elbowed.
No. The problem was
Aslani. Chali now puts up another three.
I tell you what, their ability to shoot the three when they're on song, and Yakhshali and Jamshidi Jafarabadi are such great marksmen. That's how this team will live and die by the three, that's for sure. When they play badly, they'll struggle in games. The big man's just in the lane. I wish you could see that again.
Perspiration there. Zagab shows a little bit of range on that jumper.
Oh, the big man's hurt. Oh, he wants his shoelace tied. Oh, he's gone down. It's his shoelace, Jeff. Wait, no, it's his ankle.
Oh dear. Have another look. He's not limping there.
It wasn't this one. That was the shot clock violation that hit nothing. There's a slight limp to Ahmed Haddadi as he walks off. Ruzbeh Argavan comes in as a replacement. His left ankle, if you look over to the bench, he's taking his shoe off. I wonder whether we'll see any more of him, you know.
Well, Sam Douglas must be thinking now, okay, get their skyscraper out of there now, maybe. It's a little more even, but the thing is, they pass it around, and Yakhshali
that's old school. That's old school Celtics play, isn't it? A little dive into the high post, backdoor bounce pass.
Garvin gave it to him.
And Garvin's got this foul as well. He's putting his hands up to say, "What more can I do?" Let's have a look. See if this is a foul.
Yeah, he lowered his arms.
Yeah, you think if he gets his arms a bit more vertical, there's no call to be made. Jeff Ahmed's down there. Haddadi's down there getting more tape on his ankle, I think.
So they get it right back. Now Jordan needs to knuckle down on defense. They're only trailing by 7. From the corner, Yakhshali this time. Too long. Abdeen explodes, hands it off, and beautiful play.
Wazana.
Abu Wazana, yeah. Yusuf.
I feel like Yakhshali could have helped out there as the weak side defender.
Ooh, spin move. Into the corner to Yakhshali. Oh, a nice pass back to Argavan. And Argavan shows that nice release.
Well, you take one giant off and the next giant comes in shooting threes. It's not a bad weapon to bring off the bench, is it, Rusbe Argavan? Jeff, I don't think they have any further depth at the 5 position, do they? I think once Haddadi and Argavan, they're the only true...
Argavan is 29.
Yeah. He was there. He played 4 years ago in the Philippines too.
Did he?
Yeah.
Abu Wazana. Gets nowhere. Ooh, Abdeen. A little bit of a block.
It's a reach for the ball and a reach for the neck, isn't it? So at the same time, that one. It's a definite stop the fast break foul.
Oh, Jamshidi Jafrabadi. You might keep him down for a little while, but you won't keep him down all night.
Jeff, what's the ease with which he gets it out of his hands? There's not much movement in the legs, a little jump.
Alawadi drives in. Abdeen banks it in. 10 points for him.
And 9 the difference between the two teams.
Garvin catches it. And look at that. Look at the hustle. Al-Shar Marche. Ala Marche, rather. And Jordan made it more difficult, perhaps, than it needed to be.
Yeah, Abu Wazane was the one that hustled down. I think Al Marche's got this foul, Jeff. First foul for him. He must have, I think, as Abu Wazane missed the jump, the little layup, Al Marche must have maybe tugged on an Iranian player going for the rebound. Well, if Jordan were going to make the move with the big man on the bench, it's not happening as quick as they might have wanted.
Yakhshali drives in, swatted. They'll maintain possession.
Good block from Abu Wazane.
Shidi Jafrabadi over to Arghavan again.
Nice little out of bounds play that from the end line, Jeff. They screen the screener and he gets a wide open jump shot pretty much every time.
Alawadi needed that one. The drive is good. So Mashiyeki's layup, here it is again.
This will be too easy for Sam Douglas to stomach, really, all the way Aslani. I'm not sure Abdeen thinks the help's coming.
What happened when Abdeen had 11 on him? He blew by his ass. You can't tell me Ocean can guard you off the dribble. It was still a contested shot. Amarshe, Ali, Moose, Amin. We're calling it 54. Abdini got the ball. You're gonna set it down.
از بالا بهشون نشد یه دو پیکه برای سجاد. خب بچه‌ها ریباند خیلی مهمه. روز به بیشتر از بازی‌های دیگه باید وقت بذاره روی ریباند چون تمام کار اینا ریباند حمله و دفاعه. خب ماشاءالله. ماشاءالله.
Won't see the return of Hamed Haddadi just yet, Jeff. He looks okay on the bench there.
Sitting next to the coaches, isn't he?
Yeah, he's right up top amongst a think tank.
Maybe he's getting ready to transition into that part of life.
That would be something else, wouldn't it?
I don't. Plenty of years before.
Jeff, I think the life of a coach is not the most elegant one, that's for sure. It's a path of.
Are you sure? Look at Sam Douglas. He's kitted out pretty nicely.
Yeah, true.
Rather elegantly. Abdeen.
Eat breakfast on your own.
Well, not all of them. Some of them. Julio does. Mashakele. Hands it off.
Beautiful, beautiful. You know what? Mashayeke may be at fault for jumping up in the air and no pass to make, but look at Arjavan just follows in, catches, and Zagab holds up his hand to admit the error.
Alawadi. Bounce pass to Zagab and a little jump hook. Back to 11.
Yeah, they can't quite really get the lead they want. They've got 2 3/4 minutes left to get this into maybe 15, close to 20 perhaps.
Mashiaki gets in, misses. Look at that. How
What
in
hustle.
the world did he beat those Jordanians to the ball?
Yeah, they're getting out and hustled, aren't they? Haven't figured out this pick and roll yet.
An offensive fouls at Argavan.
He's completely laid. Is it Abdeen on the floor, Jeff? I think it is.
Can't see. We're blocked by.
I think it's the
from
long
Alawadi.
socks of Abdeen. The ponytail of Abdeen is clearly evident there.
Is he going to be okay? They help him up, and he's going to come off. So,
saying what hit me?
Did he get hit in the head, do you think, or did he hit his head on the ground?
I'm not sure. I think in the pick and roll he got knocked over. It might well be, as you said, he hit to the head on the ground. How many fingers have I got up? Yeah, that's what it'll be in a minute.
I'm pretty sure that's not going to be one of the top 5 plays for him, anyway. Hussein back in the game. He was out for a long time, wasn't he, Hussein?
Yeah.
And he started well.
Mirsan Mirzat. Yeah, you try and pronounce that name, Jeff.
Mirsan Mirzat?
No, his whole name came up on the screen.
Oh, right.
Almost 20, every letter in the alphabet in there.
Well, look, Hussein's only just come back in the game, and he already has a chance to make a couple of free throws.
You know, believe it or not, Jeff, it's the first trip to the free throw line this tournament.
For Hussein. And he's made one of 2, rather.
1 of 2.
Yeah, 50%.
So he did not go to the free throw line in games 1 and 2.
Well, he does shoot a lot of jump shots.
Yep.
Ooh, air ball.
Jay City there, another man that shoots a lot of jump shots. Very uncharacteristic miss there for Jamshidi Jafarabadi.
Alawadi. And the reach and the foul by Aid. Now, do you think that is going to prevent them from giving up a couple of points?
This foul here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they would definitely score, but again, if Aid gets back on defense and stops the ball legally, you don't know, do you?
Kazemi dumps it, and Sahakian, excuse me.
Mirzat. Mr. Mirzat. It's a good catch from Mirzat, really. Look at that bullet pass, goes up. Well, Hamasheh does pretty decently there, Jeff. Gets his second foul with his hands up. He's going to go to the referee and say, come on, ref.
So Milsom. Mirzat al-Poshti at the line.
That's it. You got it. You could be.
Up at the top. Jordan looking to finish with a flourish. Ooh. 3-point attempt from Aid. And Mashieki gets in and gets an and one.
Classic basketball. The defense just backed off. The 2-on-1 situation. It's Aid keeps going. He keeps going backwards, and eventually, how deep is he in the lane? You've got to challenge the ball somewhere.
So he completes the 3-point play, and all of a sudden it's the biggest lead of the game for Iran. 14 points, and looking very much on top of this team from Jordan that just continues to struggle on this end of the floor.
Yeah, they hit 9 threes against Syria, 6 against India, so it's not their strength.
Yeah, they take a lot. And 3-pointer from Jamshidi Jafarabadi. Mohammed Jamshidi Jafarabadi. So now it's a 17-point lead in what was a relatively close game, or at least they were in striking distance. Suddenly, Jordan complicating things. Good fight there for Hussein. He rushed it a bit. And now, Yakchali is blocked. So 17 points is the lead. We're at halftime.
Stats there won't make great reading for Jordan, Jeff. 6 twos and 2 threes. They've made more free throws than they have twos and threes added together. Well, just the same number, really. Around 25 rebounds, Jordan 18. 16 assists for the Iranians. Shot there of Kevin Ware, Jeff, going through your screen. And nice colourful shirt he's got on.
Makes you wonder what kind of difference he would have.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Wearing a tie-dye. He's we understood waiting to be naturalized. Maybe it's going to happen, maybe it's not. Maybe the passport will come. They could use him. Anyway, 17-point lead for Iran. We'll be right back.
This is you and fire, then we shall all burn together. Watch the flames climb high into the night, calling out fire. Stand by and we will watch the flames burn over and on the mountainside. die tonight. We should all die together. Raise a glass of wine for the last time. Calling out, Father, prepare as we will. Watch the flames burn over and over the mountainside. Desolation comes upon the sky. Now I see fire inside the mountain. I see fire burning the trees. I see fire hollow souls. I see fire burning the breeze. I hope that you remember me. Desolation comes upon the sky. Now I see fire inside the mountain. I see fire burning the trees. I see fire hollow souls. I see fire burning the breeze. I hope that you remember me.
43-26, Iran in command against Jordan. It's been a virtuoso effort so far for Iran at this FIBA Asia Cup. 2 wins in as many games, and Arslan Kazemi tonight has come out strong. He's got 9 points. Benem Yekchali, you can't keep him down. He's got 10 points. Hamed Haddadi, well, relatively quiet, but partially due to the fact that he left the game with well, what appeared to be a twisted ankle or some type of foot injury, but he's all taped up and ready to go, it seems, so he'll be back. And that's exciting enough as it is to be able to see a true legend of Iranian basketball every time he walks or runs onto the court. So I suppose really, Mick, there's nothing so far in the first 20 minutes that we've seen that has surprised us, really. It's just been a steady drip effect of Iran getting better and better, and they are better than Jordan.
Yeah, there's what are we at, 17? I think there was elements in that game where Jordan could have snuck back into it, but you know, time and time again Iran come up with classy plays. The Jordan team, you know, you wouldn't put them in the top 5 of this tournament, but they can do some damage, and they're well coached. Well, Hamed Haddadi, Jeff, is sitting on coach Miran Hatami's shoulder there. I'm going to assume that he's going to come out and start this game, this second half. You know, when you see class on the floor, and Haddadi is class, you get upset when he's not on the floor, he's on the bench.
Yusuf, you're here. Shahid, you're here. Amashi.
So it'll be interesting to see where there's Douglas down the other end.
Screen. Amashi pop. Go to Hamashi. Come get a handoff. When you get a handoff, Shahid, screen for Hamashi. Swing it to Hamashi. Hard penetration, lift, pitch. Moose attack. Shahid, come get him hard, and we're attacking. Hard roll. I want Hamashi's man to bump you. Either you're going to have a layup or Hamashi going to have a 3. Run it fast. Quick flare, pass.
Sammy Douglas
rip
just
through,
going through
pitch.
the.
Come off that pick.
Sammy,
hard one at him. Quick slip. All right, make him.
Gotta take the story.
Douglas or Douglas?
Douglas. Oh, you're having a go at me now, yeah. Jamshidi Jafarabadi.
Now that I've had a shot of espresso, I'm ready to go.
That's a great story that Coach Douglas told me the other day about how he had to change his name from Osama, which was his birth name, to Sam.
Well, you have to tell me sometime. Look, this Jamshidi Jafarabadi wears number 13. What do you think about that? Are you superstitious? Would you ever wear number 13?
No, I never did wear number 13, yeah.
Conscientiously, you never wore it? Or you just never had it given to you?
Isn't it funny how you won't find a 13th floor in a hotel? I noticed that the other day when I skipped from 12 to 14. I was like, oh, let's skip 13. Yeah, so I remember now. But then yet players wear 13 on the floor, yeah. Very interesting.
Some people look for it. And then some people wear number 88, like Harimoto of Japan.
Yeah, yeah.
And because of that, we know we know who he is. Well, just watching this game, we're glad that everybody's with us tonight for the FIBA Asia Cup, the last day of the group phase. And Haddadi comes out and adds to his statistical tally, but unfortunately, it's a turnover.
I think he's looking for a pass there, wasn't he? But one-handed, it slipped out of his hand.
Nice penetration and drive from Musa Alawadi, so maybe that'll be the start of something good for Jordan.
Nice play there. First 2 points of the game for Alawadi. Would you believe it?
Well,
had no freedom at all. There's another assist for the man. Thank you.
There he is.
Chalk it up.
Just one more, and he now has 5 assists on the game. So that timeout of the game hurt Haddadi.
He's got his half triple-double.
Al-Hamashe is going to come out, by the way. So
it was his 3rd foul for Al-Hamashe.
And that means Abu Hawass is coming back in. Abdeen's back in, which is good to see. He had that knock in the first.
Yeah, absolutely right. Good call, Jeff. I would like to see players In a little bit of pain.
There he is. Ooh, a little bit of contact there.
Like a pinball between two defenders there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was bouncing around. There's Yakchali. And his pass intercepted. Now a chance to run. It's Alawadi. Alawadi, and now the ball knocked out of his hands by Haddadi.
Yeah, Haddadi said all ball. He's saying it under his breath to all ball, fella. Great play from Hussein, a nimble footwork. Let's have a look here, see if we can decide which way it was. Oh.
Is that not one of those, well, you need to pull up and take a short jump shot?
Yeah, well, don't forget he challenged Hamadi the previous layup. So he thought he'd get away with it twice there. The big man says no. Another assist, Jeff.
Another assist, and just keeps racking them up, as does Yakchali in terms of the points.
He's like the waiter out there, just laying it up on a plate for his teammates.
I think it strikes me that he takes great joy out of setting up his teammates.
Oh,
look at this.
Tell me about it.
And again, another fast break.
I'm going to go even further than Joy, Jeff. Although your name's not Joy. Pride.
Masayeki, by the way.
Pride. Beautiful
Pride,
play,
yeah.
Masayeki. Yeah, tough one, you didn't finish it. He takes enormous, in talking to him about this triple-double.
He lit up.
I almost think he's on a personal search for this triple-double.
I think he's on a crusade.
There you go. Better word.
To get to the
Better
triple-double. The magical land.
Yep. A quest.
Yes. A journey.
They're not
He's
being
got
us.
5 points,
We're being
6
ourselves.
rebounds, 6 assists. So
Eventually we gotta wake
He
up.
knows
He's got
full
some
well.
work to do.
He knows the points will come his way.
They will
anyway.
come. And he'll also
Now
get the
move to the
rebounds. So
same
he wants to
thing.
take
We
care of
gotta
the assist
learn.
tonight.
We gotta start thinking,
We're
baby.
just
It's a
conjecturing.
mental game.
10 points.
They're breaking us down because we're breaking
For
ourselves
Abdeen,
down.
he's back in,
Let
and
them
Sam
beat us
Douglas.
from
And
outside.
the question
Let them
is for
stick-
Jordan, are they improving? Are they going to be even better by the time they get into that next phase? I mean, we can only assume
They need pairs. They need an inside player.
they need. Do you think they need an inside player more than a guard, or more than a
Well, I presume
a
that
2 or a 3, like where?
Well, they've got a Bass, right? The Bass is going to come into the team at some point, you think, for the World Cup qualifiers. You'd hope so. And then you bring your naturalized player at the wing.
Oh yeah, for the World Cup qualifiers, yeah. And Kevin Ware will probably play.
Yeah, it's a shame he's not here. I mean, just to
Instead of
tell
us.
the story of that young man. We can still tell the story, I guess, but where is he sitting, Jeff? I can't see him.
Far left. You talking about Kevin Ware?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's. If you were to look at the Jordan bench, that's the around bench there. He's to the left of the Jordan bench in the corner. In the colorful
Oh yeah,
tie-dye
I
shirt.
could have missed that shirt. Yep.
So Masayeki, what do you think of Masayeki? We haven't really spoken about him much.
He's hit double figures both games previous to this. Just looking up there, 3 for the game so far.
This is Jamshidi Jafrabadi, plays it up and in.
Yep. The lyrical gangster with his name. Look at this, nice little turno. Chances are it's going to get ugly, Jeff. .22 now. Jordan just struggling to get points on the ball. I mean, 28.
They kind of grind. They hit these dry spells, don't they?
Yes.
When it comes to the
They've got to hit jump
offense.
shots. That's the be-all and end-all.
Well, speaking of jump shots, there's one, and there's one made by Abdeen.
And you think, what did he hit? Start the game with 2 threes? He hasn't taken a jump shot since. I mean, it doesn't mean you want to force it.
See the shooting percentages.
Oh, Jeff, you
Jordan
missed
down to
it.
30%.
You missed it because, oh, nice play. That would have been another assist for Haddadi.
Chance to run, and the dunk. The two-handed jam on the break.
Amber Huas says, I better get this down quick because the big man's trailing me.
Haddadi thought the risk reward was not worth it.
Oh yeah, there's no point in trying to swat that.
And Jamshidi Jafrabadi says, okay, let's start pouring in the points. Second drive for him, he's now got 12.
Yeah, he's class. So right now, the Jordan defenders can't stop him.
Abdeen, though, shaking and baking for Jordan.
And that's a good way of beating this Iranian team, is you put Haddadi in the pick and roll, Jeff, and they will then go to zone against the top teams if that becomes a problem for them, because feed the bear, let him go to work.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, unstoppable. If he gets that close to the basket, your only chance is to get the ball before it goes up. Right there, you got to get it now, you got to get it. Nope.
Who is he signaling to, Jeff? He was signaling to travel over to the almost to the Jordan bench. As if they were complaining about a travel.
Look at that now, 7 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Misses the free throw, but as we said, the points will be no problem for him. Ooh. Hussein, short jumper. Can't trade baskets though.
Made a big shot in the first half, a little jump hook Hussein there, and came up with a jump shot over the legend Haddadi. They're walking it down the floor though, Iran.
Oh, they get it to him. Foul before the shot.
Well, Haddadi was fouled before he could get the Jamie into play here. You could see, do I score here or just dish off an assist? Let's go see assist. Now, has Haddadi got an injury there, Jeff? He's down on his knees. It looks okay.
Just stretching. Haven't seen much of Naveed Niktash, but he's jumping around, getting ready to come in.
He might be just carrying injury day, Jeff. That's why we haven't seen so much of
Haddad?
Niktash.
Oh, you think he might be injured?
Possibly.
I'll have to ask. You can ask him at breakfast.
Well, he's only warming up, either that, he's either warming up to get rid of an injury or just to tell the coach I'm ready.
It's like, need to drop a hint here, put me in. Three-pointer is good from Abu Hawass. 17-point deficit. If they could get a stop here and go down and score again, then it gets interesting. And now they get a stop, and can they score? A little bit of a break. And Kazemi and Bazai. Oh, I thought the ball was off of Bazai.
I don't know whether they caught the nifty footwork there from Hamid Haddadi. As the ball came towards him, he flicked it up once with his foot, and then flicked it up again. Might get that back on replay in a minute. As Hatami is up and pacing the sidelines, Jeff. I don't think he can feel too concerned, can he? 17.
I don't think so.
You did say maybe a moment of brilliance, maybe from Abdeen.
Nice drive, that's it. That's more like it. Just get that little bit closer. Let the Iranians know that you're still in the game. And now it's back to a 15-point deficit. But no problem.
Yeah, they can score at will. I'm not sure this Jordanian defense is as tough as Sam Daglash wants it to be. They're a bit porous.
That's a good word.
Oh, love it.
Leaky.
I'm full of them. Yep, leaky.
And Hussein follows up the miss and gets it over Mr. Haddadi.
He's having his best game of the tournament so far. Good follow.
Back to 15. See if Jordan can get a stop here. Ooh, Abdin got away with a tug on Mashieki. Wide open, Jamshidi, and then you don't rebound it. Jamshidi Jaffer body drives in, gets rejected by Zagab.
Best period of the game for Jordan here. Now, can they score, Jeff, as you said?
And Jamshidi Jaffer body reaches in and fouls.
What a block there from Zagab. Just wonder whether it's worth giving Haddadi a break here. Looks like he is going to get a break.
ارسلان یه تعویض الان نوید که اومده بازی بازه فقط نیاز هست که شوتی داشته باشیم که بعدش ریباند داشته
So what do you think? You think Jordan
نیاز به شوتی داریم که
perhaps
ریباند
have
داشته باشه این حواست جمع
fooled us? Have they lulled Iran into sort of a daze here? Maybe a little asleep, and they're really going to sneak back in the game?
You're going to get the ball. Sammy,
I mean, I think the
No, dribble handoff and get out of the way.
if you're looking for drama in a game, you'd say yes, we want them to come back. But do I think Iran have a couple of gears to go through to still yet? They're not in top gear the whole game, have they? They just saunter through the game.
Yeah, so now basically, so the Iran coach Hatem has just said he's just shifted into fourth gear.
See, I would give Haddadi a break here, bring him in for the fourth quarter, because Argavan played well first half. I wonder if Haddadi's saying, leave me out there.
Well, he's got 9 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists.
I don't think he's going to get a triple-double today. The assists aren't there.
No, he's tried, and it's just not working for him. Hussein, feet set, short, and
The Jordanian ball, yeah.
Jamshidi Jafrabadi knocked it out of bounds. The well-kempt Douglas signals one.
That whole coaching staff is kitted out, Jeff, with the
Beautiful
nice
bounce
play.
pass, Abdi to Hussein. And now it starts to get interesting. 13 points. And what a beautiful play. Draws the defense. Hussein read it nicely. I'm sure exactly that's how Douglas drew it up. The fire has to be there. Oh, look at that. He can't get the assist. Are you kidding me? He will get the assist if he makes some free throws. Or makes one.
You wanted Navid Niktash in the game, Jeff, and you've got it. Beautiful dump down. Look at this. This is where they've done so well, this backdoor cut for Iran. Pump fake for Yakhshali.
Makes it so Haddadi does get his assist. You know, what about...
if I said to you, Jeff, it's his first trip to the line, would you believe me for Yakhshali?
Yes, I would, because he gets a lot of his...
jump shots on him.
Yep.
Go on, we're going to say sorry.
No, Haddadi, you know, Haddadi, when he was playing in the NBA, he was a teammate of probably the best passing center in the game.
Marc Gasol, yeah.
So you wonder almost if some of that's rubbed off on him.
Learned his trade. Iran are in the zone. This is their best defense, Jeff. This is by far going to be their best and most effective weapon.
Abdin, well, he's had the hot hand, so to speak, but he misses.
And this will be a reason why Navid Niktash is in the game too. There's a bit of beef inside the paint. Feed the bear.
Here you go, turns and scores.
Come on.
He is a giant in international basketball.
Effortless. Look at this spin, the coordination. He just uses his body so well.
Just like that, it's back to a 17-point game.
Yeah, and that's what worries me. When you talked about is it coming back, Jordan? Yeah, the romanticists would say yes. The pragmatists would say no. Nice tip. Hussein, what a great game he's having, eh? 13 now for Hussein.
Hussein has figured out if he goes to the basket,
yes,
he's going to be able to score.
Good point, Jeff.
And traveling now, Mashieki. Nice pressure from Bazai.
cardinal error, wasn't it? Pick the dribble up with no pass to make as a point guard. You can't get away with that. Here's the last play. It's Hussein's. Bazai goes in. Hussein follows in. Nobody gets a body on him.
You know, I was looking back at some of those great guards that are on. Had like Mahdi Kamrani, Javad Davari, and you know, you wonder with Mashieki, you know, how he fits into that. Is he in a similar mold as those guys?
Yeah, not yet.
Oh, explosive drive, and it was blocked. Now a break for Jordan. And I think he waited too long, but Bazai says, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to make it.
Well,
and maybe that'll be the start of something for Bazai. A 12-point game.
Like you said, Jeff, he made one in game one. Watch out. Oh, the big man's out of control.
Oh, and Hatem might need to get a timeout. Nope. He'll get the end of the quarter buzzer. So 12-point game. I don't think that Iran are going to be sweating, but Jordan have well, they've kept at it, haven't they?
Well, here's something I went back to. We'll come back to it after the break.
Now you were going to say something there before the break, but just real quickly, look at the shooting numbers now. Jordan actually getting to the line, and look at how many missed free throws Iran have missed.
Wow, 10.
Yeah, 9 of 19.
No, the point I was going to make was that maybe Haddadi needed a break before the end of the third quarter, because now it's a 12-point game. It's going to be very difficult to give him a rest because Jordan is still cracking away and hanging around. I think if you're going to bring Argavan into the game as to give the great man a break, then it was going to be before.
But how much of a difference does it make for Jordan to actually have a guy step up and hit a three-pointer like Bazai?
Yeah,
they just haven't had it.
Well, 1 for 8 first game, and then 0 for 3. I think it was the second game.
Yeah.
So now he's come to the three party, the Boston three party. You like that? No.
Yeah, but where does the Boston come in?
The Boston Tea Party.
Oh, okay. Very clever.
Sorry, Jeff.
Here's Bazai.
It's been a long week.
A long, fun-filled week full of basketball in Beirut. Many a talking point. Hussein was looking to make the pass. You know, Hussein's just not looking for the jumper, which is not a bad thing. Oh, pump fake. Beautiful, but
everything
Zagab,
right.
Sakian stood his ground, didn't he?
Well, the other thing is, Jeff, you're not going to get Haddadi up in the air, are you? Because he knows that he just needs to stand tall to bother a shot.
For some reason, Ocean Sahakian that time looked like a giant. Oh boy. And Hussein is looking for the. He says, you should have called the charge.
He's got a good case,
good
Jeff.
beef. Watch this. Oh,
just barreled over.
If that's not a charge, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Honestly. But you know what? Those things even out of the over the course of the game. You think, or the tournament. So the foul was picked up.
You know what?
By Zagab.
It's his 6th Asian championship. The legend deserves some respect.
Yes. Good point. It's funny, you look at the stats leaders, and you got Yakchali with 17 points, 6 rebounds. He's the leader in those categories. And then you got Haddadi, the leader with 7 assists.
Yes. Yeah. And I guess one more, he'll stay on top of the table in terms of the tournament, too.
Okay, Hussein decides to take the jumper.
You're going to say...
Oh, Abdeen. Flirting with an unsportsmanlike. You can let him go now.
He's got Yakshali's eye, I think that's
Watch
why.
this. Oh. You okay, my man?
Sorry, baby. I love you.
Good pressure D that time from Hussein. He forced a turnover.
Yeah, I think
and now the big man's angry. Haddadi's like, come on.
Oh, did he touch it twice? Ooh. Ooh. He's claiming no.
13-point lead. If Jordan could get another basket here, perhaps something. Oh, that was a get it out of here block. I mean, it was just, I'm tired of messing around. Look at this. I'm tired. Nope, you're not going to get this.
Don't bring it in here.
Shifty move, Abu Hawass, and another rebound for Haddadi. 7 points, 7 assists. Now make it 8 assists. He knows, he's counting.
Look at this. You got
Backdoor
you
City.
got guards can't make those passes, Jeff.
How many assists does he have off backdoor cuts?
I know, it's incredible.
4 maybe? Abu Hawass, nice range.
Absolutely true. Exactly what Jordan needed there from Coach Douglas. Oh my goodness, Iran are in each other's.
Oh, and now the turnover, strangely, because Haddadi was kind of walking slowly up the floor.
They're all over the place, Jeff.
And another three-pointer from Bazai. And it's bullseye from Bazai.
Haddadi's upset because the guards can't sort themselves out. I think these, Haddadi's upset because there's no point guard on the floor, Jeff.
Well, it's a 9-point game now. Single digits and plenty of time for Jordan. Oh, Haddadi just turns. Oh, and Hussein took it away, and he's upset. He thought that he had a clean steal.
There was 3 of them around him, Jeff. There's no way this is not a foul.
Watch. Well,
look there. That's, oh, come on. A little push in the back from Haddadi. Hussein, yeah, he's upset with himself. I think he knows, Jeff, that that was a foul. I think Haddadi's gone over to the coach and said, listen, get a point guard out of here. He's put Mashiaki back in. Mashiaki wasn't in the game, Jeff. Was it Nick Tash out there?
yeah, so Nick Tash
There was no point guard on the floor, was there?
Nick Tash. No, there wasn't.
No, Nick Tash was, and Mashiaki, and it's like, I'm sure that's what Haddadi was saying to the coach.
Oh, Bazai's got to watch out. He pushed off with his left arm there. Abdeen. Nice pass. Hussein has to alter the shot, though, with Haddadi coming up. And then
4 fouls on Hussein now, Jeff. It's a silly one, too, isn't it? As well as he's played. They might be bringing him out, too.
yeah, they are, because another offensive rebound.
Well, Sahakian doesn't play many minutes, but my word, he's so effective when he comes in.
Alhar Moshe is going to come in. Now, oh, that's an unsportsmanlike surely. Was he going for the ball? It did look like he was going for the ball. Watch this. Look, watch.
Jeff, it shouldn't even be called, should it? Really, just play it on.
Yeah, just let it go. Because Jordan get no joy out of that at all. Nothing. They get nothing from that.
Somebody did tell me that as soon as you see a player put their hand up after they fouled, it's unsportsmanlike. Because you're basically saying, I'm admitting guilt straight away, therefore I've gone in to foul purposely.
Yeah, although that's almost kind of strange, isn't it? Because it's also a show of good sportsmanship to admit that you've done it. So it's unsportsmanlike, yet it's sportsmanship.
You think that's sportsmanship, putting your hand up? Because I think you're saying
to admit it. I admitted I've done it. It's a show of good sportsmanship.
Well, who else could have fouled it?
No,
we're not going to come to blows over this.
No, I tend to think that you're right.
You know what? It's an argument that rages on forever. And when did it first? I mean, we're talking 5, 6 years, possibly. It's been in this stop the fast break, prevent 2 points, give up a team foul when it's underneath 4 fouls.
Oh,
get in there.
Well, Douglas told you that he was a shooter.
He did indeed. He did indeed. It's his second 3 of the night, I think it is.
Oh, that was a foul. They called a charge. Did he hook him?
No, yeah, his elbow just went up near the face, Jeff. That was it. He
was not complaining, was he?
No, he put his hand up straight away. There you go. What's the left arm? Right there.
Oh, yes. Well played. It's an 8-point game, and Jordan have the ball now. It's getting interesting. Abdeen, good three-pointer, and 67-62. Did anybody see it coming? Well, I have to tell you, I did ask you, and you said no. And Zagab says Haka Haddadi method.
He's getting some treatment, the big fella, isn't he? Hopefully the referees will get on top of it, because big fellas can become an easy target in there for hard fouls that masquerade themselves as nasty ones. But he wants to shoot it quickly. They're going to have to really focus here. 5:46 left, Jeff, because they do not want to hiccup on this one, really go into the knockout stage. But they would go into second place, you're right, Jeff, would they? They would get the more risky route.
Oh, beautiful bounce pass to Zagab. Oh. Just didn't have enough, did he?
Jeff, remember I said to you, stick Haddadi in the pick and roll as a method of playing against this team? That's exactly what they've done. Back-to-back offenses. There's another assist.
The handoff. Oh, the rejection from Zagab. Bazai says, I'm a three-point shooter. But he misses.
Oh, unfortunate.
And a push has been called against Jordan. But look at Coach Douglas. Really, he's applauding. You know, he's seeing something in his team that he hasn't seen in this FIBA Asia Cup. Look at this.
Zagab just flew, didn't he? I think this is Al Hamashay that gets the foul on the rebound here. No, it's me. It's got to be, yeah, Al Hamashay, I think 7.
Kazemi just calmly goes to the line and makes the free throw.
Jeff, I can't see Iran beating the likes of Australia, the Philippines, China, as well as, I mean, the powerhouse of this tournament.
Sorry, you can't.
Man-to-man.
You can't see Iran beating them?
Playing man-to-man.
Okay.
Because they will stick Haddadi here in the pick and roll. Make him play some defense. See, like that.
Abdeen has moves off on that one, and look, Bazai couldn't quite get there. Mashieki and tried to get it up quickly, and then he commits the foul. How many is that? That's 3 on Iran. And Mashieki has 3 fouls himself. Look at this. He'll think that he should have scored here.
Yeah, he just couldn't get control of the ball, could he?
Bazai's become more of a factor here.
Has indeed. The young man.
Maybe he just needed some experience, and Douglas has been sticking with him, and now it's starting to pay off.
Charlie playing some D. Just a little close there. He's just trying to keep ahead of the dribbler.
4 fouls on Iran, and you know, if there's a team here that's been shooting free throws better tonight, it's been Jordan. So that 4.5 minutes remaining. Well, next one will put Jordan on the line. They're trailing by 9. Even if they don't come back, and if they lose playing well here in the 4th quarter, that's something they can build on. Zagab. Ooh. Oh, how in the world did he save that? Look at this. Extra effort almost.
Wow.
Look at that. And Douglas, you saw him go over and applaud Bazai, and that's the point. It's like now the attitude seems to have changed a little bit. The approach of the Jordan players.
They've upped the tempo. They've got the young kid in. They got Abu Hawass in there. They got Bazai in there. This is a whole looking different crew right now for Jordan.
Mashieki drive. Oh, he gets the shooter's roll. 4:03 remains. Iran probably have built themselves enough, created enough of a cushion to where they're gonna get home. But you know, you have to admire the way that they've stuck to it, Jordan.
And going in with this performance into the knockout stage, Jeff, it's you've got to fancy that they are going to be looking good.
Hey, if they give it to the other dude, I'm just
I think they're going to be playing Iraq on Tuesday. That's my guess, but I could be wrong.
نه تو ضد حمله که بچه اینا الکی شوت میکنن بازی نگه ندارید. با یه پاس میان رو حلقه.
اسکرینا از رو.
Big fella walks out. Mashieki, Hashemi. And the Jordan team as well. Here they come. Great performance from them today. You've got to really love it. They've not got out to 60s yet, Jeff, in terms of points. They may not do it today either, but it's been a much better team performance.
Here he goes. Abdeen seems to have kind of grabbed more of the mantle of the leadership tonight.
Yeah, and you know, right from the word go, back-to-back threes, and he went quiet for a good 20 minutes before he got on track again. But 21 points. Feed the bear time.
Haddadi. Boy, he just seems like he's twice as tall, twice as heavy, twice as strong.
Well, Zagab is not a small man, is he? He's a big body himself. There's no match, though, is there, really? Good footwork as well from the big fella. Got 8 assists, Jeff, 7 rebounds. I just don't think he's quite going to get there, is he? So Iran in this zone, as I said, this might be their best defense to get in.
And Zaga goes up. Nice strong move.
Yeah, challenge to Daddy there. Daddy's so experienced not to get into foul trouble. Zone for Jordan too.
It's not over. I don't hear the fat lady singing.
No.
Here he is again. Misses.
He's got a foul though there. Don't pick him in the back.
Does.
Second foul for Daddy.
Now the question is, let's see here. So he's got 17 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds.
And that foul gives 2
minutes.
shots to Jordan. So sorry, Jeff, go on.
No, I'm kind of thinking out loud.
Well, this is going to cut it to 6 points here.
Yeah, more importantly is the score. Obviously, it's insignificant, all that other stuff. That's only good to talk about when the blowout's on. Shot is good.
Big game for Abu Hawass. He saw his numbers, 13 points now. His best performance of the tournament so far.
Back to 6, Mick. You know, 2 threes. But this is where they have to get the stop. And if Iran look down, are they too one-dimensional if they go to Haddadi down low? Well, they're not going to. They're going to go to Yakchali.
That'll be an assist too.
Number 8 is great.
No, 9.
Sorry, number 8 for Yakchali. That's his number. And he's got 20 points. Abdeen floats in. He's got 17 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds. Haddadi. It'll kill him if he finishes a rebound shy. Anyway, 9-point lead. Jordan need a stop desperately now. And that time they go up and challenge Kazemi.
Nice play from Abu Hawass. As Kashemi took the hit, he went to pick him up straight away.
I mean, I think in the grand scheme of things, Mick, it might be better for Jordan anyway if they play, because the more they play,
to get better,
the more confidence they can get, the more experience Bazai can get, for example, the more experience Abu Hawass can get. Might be one to ask after the game. On the plus side, you're going to get another game.
Do you want to play another game in 48 hours?
Well, I mean,
no, I understand. You're right. It's
whereas Iran, I mean, are they being tested? There's questions, aren't there?
Yeah, I think Iran won't be upset with an extra 2 days break because obviously Haddadi, a little niggle of an injury.
Oh, look at Mashieki take it away from Hussein, and Abu Hawass goes down, and Mashieki just knows how to keep the pressure on. He's in double digits now with 11 points.
Well, Jeff, you talked about can he fill the shoes of Kamrani, the legends that have gone before him. I think if they win this, you can say yes, he's on his way. And I'm in the tournament. You judge greatness by results, don't you?
Yeah, I guess so.
When you start comparing teams, we talked about this at the women's tournament, don't we? How
I mean, you've got you've got greatness. Some teams aren't as well balanced and equipped and loaded, where you might have a player that would be considered great
on a bad team. It's a great quote from somebody at University of Oregon, that every team has a top scorer. Even the bad teams have a top scorer.
That's true. There's Mashieki. I don't know that Mashieki has the jumper.
Danny's just meandering around on this near side here, Jeff. He's on the perimeter right now.
And the reach and the steal. think, no matter what happens, again, as you see Abdeen taking the shot, they played, they've played well in this fourth quarter, and you can see the Coach Abbas and his coaching staff applauding. They feel like they've grown in this game. Jordan. Jamshidi Jafrabadi. And that will be that. Bazai takes it and makes it right before the end. So it's a 12-point win for Iran.
The game is over with the score.
I'm not sure that they
71, Jordan.
have made themselves any more convincing for us with that, but I really, I think you have to emphasize with Jordan. I think they've probably played well enough there at the end to say, hey, they can get better.
Yeah, and I think they have a shot at making the quarterfinals. I think that's confirmed for me now. I think Sam Douglas has got his team up, ready to play, and in the right frame of mind. Alawadi didn't play much the second half, but that's more for the fact he was pushed out of a place by the youngsters. There you see your numbers, 6 threes for Japan, for Iran, 6 of 14 only. That's a low number in terms of the number they've taken. Iran dominate the rebounds, the assists, Jordan the fouls, turnovers. Again, another great day for low turnover numbers, Jeff. I'm thoroughly impressed with these teams.
Well, look at the double-double from Yakchali, and Dean again came out, and I felt like he led the team well. And Masayeki had 3 steals. Hussein, wow, that really confirms that he was on top today. 4 steals and 2 blocks. And crucially, the likes of Abu Hawass for Jordan came out and scored some points tonight. So one more game to go, but as we look back at the highlights of this one, a lot of talking points, and really Iran kind of pulled ahead and didn't necessarily slam the door shut. And the question is, will that type of finish for them prove costly as the competition goes on? Are they going to have to become more ruthless? They were ruthless on opening day against India, but that's a different animal, really. Tonight, they win by 12 points.
Yeah, Jeff, they've got all the tools to win this whole tournament. I think now it's going to come down to coaching and how you manage your troops. So Daddy's probably put in about 33 minutes today. And Argavan didn't put that many minutes. Was the times that Daddy could have been brought out the second half? He must have played all 20 minutes the second half, so therefore Argavan sat all 20 minutes. So managing minutes for the legend will be important. Now it's knockout time. It'll be ever so important for everybody to stay healthy and everybody to be doing their jobs.
So as you look back again at some of the numbers, Haddadi had his 17 points, 9 assists, so he came up just short of a double. Also came up just short of a triple-double. He had the 9 assists and the 7 rebounds. But the man who did come up with the DD, the double-double, was Yakchali with 20 and 10. And maybe more favorably, and we haven't touched on this, was the balance in the Iranian team. They had 5 players in double figures in scoring. And they had a lot of guys doing a lot of different things. Kazemi with the 13 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Jamshidi with the 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. So, and the Yakchali had 3 assists also. And even with Masayeki, you had the 6 rebounds, the 2 assists, and the 3 steals. So they were getting across the board contributions. And when the games are tight at the end of the games, are they going to be looking necessarily, do you think, too much for Haddadi, or are they going to, is one or two other guys going to step up?
Yeah, I
and
think
make
the rotations aren't quite good, are they? It's just Haddadi, you know, it's all. I think you mentioned it in commentary, Jeff. The stats are immaterial. It's the wins that are important. And come the end of the game, when it's close, the stats were immaterial. But coming close to that triple-double, you can see today he's very intent.
So that's it. 83-71, Iran win over Jordan. Thanks for watching.